Kaiser on. Ooh, Leona, I like it.
All right, Leona for Kaiser. He is at his best, I think, on these kind of supports that can go in, engage, pick fights, really make a big impact, and they get him his Leona there.
Summoner's Rift for the first time here in the World's 2022 play-ins, and we're already gonna get first blood. 44 seconds in, first blood over to
the champions playing very differently, both being somewhat teamfight identity. Armit not got out of position here. He wants this fight.
We got Ghost versus Ghost. Grell is taken low, and Grell is taken out. Armit barely being kept alive. ADD's looking to get him now, but he won't have the damage. It's a diz in mid lane, but jungle and top are massive farm leads for the Mad Lions, and Elyoya and Niski are looking to keep the focus here on ADD. They know this guy can end up playing that weak side more often than not. They want to punish him for it. A little bit more damage will take him down, and Niski gets the kill. Say has made his way over. Looking to grab the first one. It's Grell getting on the board. Niski behind enemy lines with nowhere to go. He'll buy as much time as he can. They want to give the money over to Graves. They want to get Grell buying as much time as possible. If I know my top laner is going to be playing scaling weak side, I want him to be doing that. As now Armit finds himself under pressure. ADD going for that point blank R2, but Armit's there for the outplay. Now Elyoya is coming in, and Grell's the target. Armit building up the Narbar, ready to go. Grell continues to kite, but it will not work. Say good night. 2 more kills for the line.
Elyoya had such a nice reset there. The extra gold that he got, getting him Boots 2 and Sunderer on that back from the turret plates. He also did not drop the Rift Herald on that initial push, which gives him the faster recall to not be down tempo on that play. So with the enhanced recall of Rift Herald, can instantly go back up topside. Back up Armit, who still had flash despite what just happened in the top lane, could have a really
1,000 gold. It's just a Cloud Drake. I'm not sure if they really want to go for it. The Drake's already done. Let's see if Kaiser can find the engage. It's Jelly here with the front. He flashes forward, gets the ulti down onto a couple. Massive bullet time on 2. And Isurus get the angle in a 2-for-1. Niski gets away. Unforgiving
objective as well, looks like.
Okay, Mad Lions took the first Herald 8.5 minutes in. Isurus want to see if they can challenge here for this one, but it ain't gonna happen. Where's the follow-up? Unforgiven thrown up into the air, but now they're trying to get themselves back out as Niski cuts them off. ADD bangs his head into the wall, and they bang ADD into the ground. Niski still throwing out a couple rocks, seeing if there's anything else to find. Seismic from what we saw at Drake, right? Mad Lions is there. Mad Lions is gonna get the objective. Isurus wants to do something about it, but now Niski, oh, Niski. This isn't where you want to be, buddy. Nice shutdown. Kill credit goes over center around him. He has his stopwatch. He has his Everfrost. These incredibly powerful actives that can set him up to make even more plays. As Niski face checks into the brush, he was not expecting a man with a shotgun. He uses that stopwatch, but it won't do a damn thing. Grell gets the situation. Isurus are onto the Drake. Remember that Mad Lions took the first one, but they know they're a man down. They know Niski is only just now respawning. Even with Weaver's wall, he couldn't get there in time. Mad say discretion is the better part of valor. They don't fight that one.
Damn. Good line right has with this comp is the side lane pressure that they can have. Isurus has done a good job cutting that off with Niski, but someone will eventually have to answer Armit.
And once again, Niski with a face check there, but he's got backup this time. The hunter has become the hunted.
Most of the damage right now.
Yeah, he's got cooldown boots, he's got Force of Nature, and his Mythic is a damage item. So there's no armor at all on this champion. There's no Mountain Drake picked up by Mad Lions either.
Make him a juicy target for all this engage that Isurus has on their side.
Exactly, and he does not have any sort of an aggro drop. You can see there's no stopwatch, there's no Zonias there for Niski. He has a cleanse that'll be up, but now ADD, he's playing weak side again. The Ignite keeps ticking, the Solar Flare guarantees the damage. Armit flashing in to get that Q just in case, but it won't even be needed. Tier 2 turret drops here in the bottom lane, and Mad Lions keep pushing.
Yeah, Mad Lions catching Isurus in a bit of a reset there. ADD on the lane by himself. How far can they push this?
Okay, they pop both big ultis of the bottom laners there onto Elyoya. They clear out the wave. They hurt the front line of the Mad Lions. They'll force them back for now.
Nice stem the bleeding there for Isurus. Did not want to. I can understand this thought process. ADD is 2 levels away from starting to turn on his items. So instead they're saying you stay. Oh, excuse me, Mad Lions up in the top side trying to get the Baron pressure down.
Mad Lions just going for the Baron. They're saying, all right, you guys had control over that bottom side river. If you want the Drake, take it. But Baron's going to go our way. Isurus hanging around this area. Baron's at about 6K. Mad Lions pull off of it. It's so dangerous to hard commit to something like this for either one of these comps with the amount of AoE on both sides. But it still means there's Drake alive.
Drake is still alive, but Mad Lions are not backing off the pressure with the Seraphine in their comp. They can kind of keep posturing around this objective, force Isurus over and over again to have to face check them. They have such good vision control here in the river, but Isurus are kind of calling that bluff, saying, we'll just keep taking turrets if you don't actually commit onto the Baron.
Yeah, Isurus is doing a really good job here, just picking up 2 turrets for free in mid. It's not going to stop them from getting to the Baron in time, you would think. ADD and Jelly still looking for the chance. The Baron's at 3K. Little bit of damage over the wall. Here they go. It's bullet time. ADD gets the first kill. Isurus are going in, but Mad Lions have found themselves the Baron. Elyoya looking for any sort of a chance here as Seiya takes a lot of damage back from Niski and Unforgiven, but Elyoya is down. Niski and Unforgiven trying to get away. Jelly dives in the back into the fight as Grell goes forward, looking for even more. He'll take down the enemy mid. He looks for the enemy carry. Unforgiven gets away into the top lane, but Grell and Gavoto are looking
Last
for
Baron.
There comes that into the line. Unforgiven's the only one left, and he's gone. Isurus
Back up his homeboy. Grell finding all of these kills. Just such an incredible performance on him in this Graves.
And this is a huge reason why he's got Ghost on the
With the Everfrost and just so many lockdown tools available for the Lissandra can win these fights for them.
Oh, let's see. We got Ghost versus Ghost here. Elyoya going in after Grell.
ADD's out.
He's going to have all of the Mad Lions coming up behind him. ADD's saying, all right, dude, you're on your own. There's no way I'm going to save you here. Grell trying to just continue the 1v1 against this horse. Normally that's a matchup a shotgun's going to win, but it's looking a little rough here. Elyoya has to back away. Holy moly, Grell's trying to fight him off. Elyoya getting another devastating charge, comes in. Grell staying alive still. He's bought so much time, but the space isn't going to get him a whole lot more. And for the next 10 seconds, and the 4 is missing a jungler. There's no chance for a steal. Great Baron take from Mad Lions.
Okay, I thought Isurus, with how strong their team fight is in this situation, maybe could still force it, but I understand without Grell there, that extremely fed member on their team did not.
Look at Armit. Look at how charged up the bar is. He's ready to come in on the flank, but ADD's gonna mark him, keep him zoned out. Mad Lions still keeping the aggro here on the Drake itself. Niski throws the Weaver's wall through, tries to cut Isurus off from one another. Jelly goes in. Where's the follow-up? Kaiser's gonna be caught here in the front, but Gavoto is finally pressured as Elyoya goes into the back line. Jelly dies first. Unforgiven taking the kill on that one as Armit is causing a ruckus in the back as ADD looks to finish him off. It's already 3 dead on Isurus. It's a double kill back over to Niski. The Mad Lions roar to life, and Grell can't do anything about it. ADD, the last man standing. Run, Horn, run!
You see if he can get away, but at this point, Mad Lions found that back-breaking fight they needed. Armit's going to be left to stop ADD from getting off any sort of recall. Will get the teleport through. I don't think Armit has enough damage to stop that one.
Nope.
But the rest of Mad Lions have already turned to the mid lane, winning that fight.
Finally stopped Gavoto. They finally threw a wrench in the gears of the AoE teamfight machine, and Mad Lions seems to have
graphic in this. We're actually going to get it for free now for Mad Lions with this wall by Niski.
Okay, Niski just blocks everybody off. It's so hard to get in there. The Baron is secured. Mad Lions got it. Where's the rest of the fight? Jelly wants to lead the way. The bullet time ain't gonna do a whole lot, but it's a 1-for-1 trade. Both supports are down. ADD stuck in the front. Elyoya cuts him to pieces. And now the rest of Isurus gotta try to get themselves away. Elyoya flies at him like a bat out of hell. And there's no way out for Grell and Gavoto. Grell will continue trying to get away from that one, but the horse is a horse, of course, and there's another one, Gavoto, the only one left, but he won't be such for long. Armit can deal with him, no problem. Save the Meganar ulti just for style.
Yeah, gets the last kill there onto Gavoto. Armit has come alive in these last 2 team fights, making it hell for the AD carry Isurus, and Mad Lions should be able to close the game out from here with 2 nice Baron setups, absolutely clinical in that last one, making for sure that Isurus had to run right into them. Mad Lions get their first win of Worlds.
It was a fun first game with the hometown champs going up against the LEC 4th seed, but the Mad Lions proved too ferocious, and they will take the first win.
Around the range, they could just grab a GP or something along those lines, but going in with the Renekton, you have something to actually contest the Aatrox in lane.
Yeah, so you have this triple melee topside with this perma-shoving bot lane for EG here. The Aatrox was a bit of a problem for a lot of teams in playoffs in North America.
He thought maybe he was gonna go in on Razork there, but it didn't happen. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, a lot of damage there to Vulcan. First blood, Fnatic!
So there's still lots to play for EG. It's not like the bot lane is all of a sudden shut down.
You don't lose, the game outright, but you do have that hiccup in tempo, which can slow things down. Compositions, a lot of people do love the Gore Drinker still just for how beefy it makes you in team fights.
Oh boy, Calry getting jumped on here in the bottom lane. No flash, no way out. Upset gets another.
Razork with every jungler's favorite gank. Shell up, shoot your ult over the wall, get that, contribution, then just keep power clearing. Gonna now get an invade as well. They get the pressure in the bot side, forcing Vulcan out of lane. This is going south for EG quick.
Oh, Vulcan does have flash. Razork, do you throw your Q in? He's not.
Nope.
Kills the humanoid TB'd into the mid lane instead. And had that happen, game would have gone a whole different way, but seeing as this is the reality, Jojo even having to flash away there.
I feel like every time we're panning to the mid lane, it's Humanoid taking control over the 1v1 and Jojo being forced to retreat. He's constantly on the back foot. Razork tries to invade now against Inspired. Inspired's looking to set this one up. Razork is low. Jojo's coming in, and Inspired gets EG on the board.
All right, overstep by Razork puts EG on the board. They find that shutdown kill pretty huge, getting the red buff onto Viego as well. Maybe now Inspired can start finding a way to disrupt these lanes that are all
pressure elsewhere on the map, and all of a sudden, slowly but surely, you pick apart the pieces that EG has going for them. Now even just leveraging down on the bot side, picking up the turret, and might potentially pick up the Drake too.
Oh yeah, Fnatic making sure that Evil Geniuses are not able to stack low enough to take it down, get all the plate money. Plates are long since gone here top, but this is going to be enough to force down the tier 1 in top lane.
I wonder, he gets that shield, gets some healing with his Qs, he can drain tank you as we see, maybe.
Oh boy, flash into the stun with Everfrost. Blink and you miss it. Humanoid is out.
Humanoid gets caught on side. It's an old meme, but it does still check out. Apparently, EG down towards the bot lane, finally finding some ways back into the game, and this is what you need to look for as well, because I think a lot of teams, and specifically towards teams that struggles every now and then, that when they fall behind, they only default to still standard League of Legends to try and get back into it. If you want to not give them away, you're forced to go for a team fight. You can't look for the side lane.
And there's no real reason to give it away as Jojo jumped on.
Jojo gets jumped on. He's going to be exploded. The timing is terrible. 25 seconds on the Drake. He won't be alive in time for it. Evil Geniuses lose their mid laner at the wrong. And we were talking in draft about how, hey, MF Leona, it sucks early. You're gonna are Evil Geniuses and Fnatic getting that head-to-head advantage over them, taking the 1-0 here on day one.
Really, in terms of elevating their lead. Because quite often, once again, they'll try and look for invades. Might not have to.
Oh boy, Inspired could be in a pretty precarious situation here. Yes, he is. Now we got even more problems. It's bullet time! Razork!
And the rest of EG just walking into the river where it's just not their territory any longer, gifting them the kills, and in essence, also giving them the Baron.
Had his ult and flash available. That's why I think Inspired felt safe to kind of walk into that river, but just too much damage.
Throw from Fnatic, or is this going to require some sort of misexecution?
TB.
Oh no. Oh no, look away, North American fans. Just well,
we saw.
We've already seen such a thing. Impact at least getting the second turret of the game for EG, but it's immediately answered by Fnatic getting an even more valuable turret in the tier 2 bottom lane. That's both side lane tier 2's gone now. Fnatic still have Baron for another 90 seconds already, plus 2,500 gold on the play.
30 seconds, Inferno Drake, and you're just like, you're just
completely in straight front-to-back team fights to try and kill these somewhat tanky members of Fnatic.
Okay, bullet time just to zone the EG players away there from the turret. Make sure that their attention is focused squarely there as Razork takes Soul Point for the side of Fnatic. One more Drake and Infernal Soul is going to make this game even scarier than it already is for the Evil Geniuses. Rux goes in, can just walk right back out. EG, they know they're so far behind. Their moment has to be perfect. Their engage has to be spotless.
And that's the thing right now, having that Leon ultimate is at least something to look for, but even then, if you get upset, he still opted in for that cleanse.
Yep.
Fnatic, being intelligent, playing on 2 lanes, Baron still active. You push in mid lane, you move the rest of the members down bot, you keep the pressure going.
Fnatic will move on to their second tier 3 turret of the game now. The Baron is gone, but what's it even matter when you're this far ahead? Wonder spreads his wings, moves forward with a World Ender. Jojo tries to jump in, but Jojo has just not found much of anything here in this game. Calry barely gets away. He'll survive with 200 HP, but Fnatic will use this momentum to take mid inhibitor, bot inhibitor, and most of what's left of EG's home. Well, 5 digits behind. We'll just leave it that way. As Fnatic, they don't even need the Baron. They're going to push this up. They know they got the pressure elsewhere. They try to go in with Inspired on EG's side, but it just doesn't matter. It's too much money, and they're beating them to death with the wallet. Double kill back over to Upset. Fnatic get 4. This game's over.
First fight between EU and NA goes Europe's way. Fnatic slap EG down. They're on the board. An incredible playoff run as that meta shifted to being more about AD carries, and he was able to step up as that focus became onto the bot lane situation. But I think DetonatioN is the true main carry of this team. You have to remember back not able to get the E, I guess not in range potentially after Likai finished stacking that one up, able to just walk out of there. Doesn't even lose his flash as we see more fighting in the bot lane. I'm so wrong about this lane.
We are getting spicy, Mark, and it's first blood over to Seraphine. One immediately coming back for the Kaisa. Both bottom lane carries are on the board.
To be bot lane focused and to take that Jax. I wonder if they really just maybe didn't do the homework to think that the Sejuani must be going, maybe not even kill, but get some flashes forced, given that Seraphine was on the reset. Here we go, round 2. Gank topside, gets the jump in.
There's the leap strike. That's what they were looking for. Jax's inbuilt escape mechanism no longer ready to go. They stun him up with the E. They're going to get the chain CC easy. Gotta be careful here.
Yeah, we'll see if Loud want to contest. Wacko did make his way up. I thought he was going to just stay hitting turret plates, but they're actually going to fight.
Oh, Seos here on the front line. Does Kino want to go for anything? The Amumu ulti gets dropped. They find 2. Seos still nice and healthy. Kino's very low. Croc goes in looking for Husha, but now Beyond could be in a really bad spot. Lakai tries to get away over the wall as they continue to look for kills. Minji loses his clone, but that is it. No deaths either side.
What?
But Loud has way more health bar.
How did no one die there? I thought for sure someone was going to drop, but nothing ends up coming through. Brant's hit a nice 2-man ultimate, though, to buy the control to get the these kind of 1v1s.
Beyond are trying to stop this Herald from charging in, but it ain't gonna happen. 2 plates guaranteed. They won't be getting any more. Kino engages. They look for DetonatioN, and they've already got him. Minji gets himself away, goes right back into the fight now. However, they're still looking for another kill. It's Seos who drops, and Husha picks it up. Beyond get 2. Husha being a good jungler in terms of his pathing, knowing when he wants to deviate from fully clearing, knowing when he wants to initially is worth about 3,200 golds worth of stats. It's like an extra kill for free.
It's one of the most built. Oh, as we see a potential dive here. We'll follow up on this in a second, potentially.
All right. Loud's really trying to force this one here, bringing a lot of bodies up top, crashing another wave in.
Is available for the side of Loud, and you are going to have 2 for Beyond. So in the next couple minutes here,
it will take this turret for free, guaranteed. There comes the charge. Kaboom. Goodbye. Good night. Now, it's that
fact that they're able to grab a turret, get up his 5, get both TPs out, and now be grouped up for this dragon fight, though we see the Hex Gates coming in.
Okay, Lakai went all the way to the other side of the river, and now they're going to go in. Loud looking for a chance, but they missed the Seraphine ulti, and Beyond's ready to go. There comes a big Azir ulti, shoveling multiple targets, but Lakai's getting the heal, barely staying alive. Dashes back over the wall, and Robo takes him down. But now you got to keep your eye on DetonatioN. He's gone. Beyond will crush them all, and Beyond has aced Loud here in about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
There we go. Beyond game and popping off. It looked like such a close fight there, but I think you called it out. The critical
low as well. Loud, I'm just looking at them to see if they can find the engage they want. They've got the Hecarim, the Seraphine, the Nautilus. Lock down one of these value targets. Minji goes in, gets stunned up, loses half HP. Robo stays on him. Nobody else on the side of Loud is under the same amount of pressure.
Whoa.
Minji barely getting away, and Robo dies. Now Husha's tanking up. They get the stun on a Croc as he barely gets himself out. Another stun coming out from Sejuani. Seos
multiple CC. Wacko able to join in the backside. Here we go. Loud. Doing a Baron.
All right, Loud's gonna look for Minji here. Husha just jumps right on back in. Croc is not feeling so great about this one. It's stunned up. Lakai coming in. Seeing if there's anything else to be found here. Sejuani stun, finds Seos. The Nautilus is down. Minji goes on a killing spree, and Loud, this is a massive advantage if Beyond are able to grab it. Kino's coming around on the flank. The Amumu looking for the angle. Husha goes for the engage. Robo just dead instantly. DetonatioN's now the next target. A nice riposte on the shuffle as DetonatioN continues trying to get away. Kino can still cut him off. Flash, bandage tossed over the wall. Triple kill to Minji. A massacre for Beyond.
606 on this LeBlanc. He's absolutely popping off, and with that play that he'll secure his team, the Baron buff. Beyond have grabbed control of this game and not let go, dominating Loud so far.
Seos is back alive. Oh no, Croc. Oh no! Minji goes godlike. Enemy jungler is down. The chance of losing the Baron is now completely gone. Lucia with no smite. And it could have been a potential worry, but not enemy mid laner being forced back to base with no teleport as the Drake Soul spawns and is secured by the on-game.
All right, just in case there's any chance for this game, W's from Kaisa hit from far away, and you can see with that chunk, it's so hard to try and defend these turrets. This one's dropping
Clock right about now for Loud.
It's hitting midnight. I think I hear it stroked right now. It's going off about how there's very little chance for Loud to come back in. If you mess up a dive and you get a big Seraphine Charm into a big scoop or something like that, that's probably the only angle Loud have, because now Beyond can just group up his 5 and brute force down these turrets.
Yeah, Jax is doing the solo Q split push while you're losing your inhibitor. He just tries to get something back. He'll go after the tier 2 there, maybe at least be able
There's not a ton of defensive options built for like Minji, for example. Sometimes you see people go, oh, I'll get Banshee's Veil or something, just make sure I don't throw my lead. He's saying, nah, I'm building the book.
All right. I've got
but this has been an incredible game so far. Absolutely kind of dominating Loud so far.
And it ain't stopping. They just go in, instantly kill that Hecarim. This is what I'm talking about. When you're a drain tank, burst is your mortal enemy.
Yeah, they just go over him now.
Yep, unfortunately, that is not the place to be. Oh no, Beyond setting the trap. And they have Minji in the rush this time with Kino. Tanone's, oh, he's already gone, isn't he? It's chicken for dinner, and Hoosh is eating good. Brance dies next. Goodbye to Seos. Do they even need the Baron mark? I think they're just going to walk it down.
No, the game is over with that. They got super creeps to escort in. They find that pickoff, and then Wacko taking the ultimate into the middle of 4 people, knowing that there's no way they're going to be able to finish him off.
3 players, including one of the 2 meatballs, have not died on Beyond Gaming. Croc's gonna try to stand and fight. Robo's already dead. There it is. There's the ace. 21-3. Not even 30 minutes into the game, Beyond will smash Loud. Absolutely. He's generally seen as one of the weaker players, but can play stuff like Ornn or Silas and look to outplay the dives. It's Renekton. Picked as the last one.
All right, 5th pick Renection into an Aatrox. We saw NA try that one.
Into the Rift. Let's see what happens. Starscream's got this wave pushed up, does get hit by the chains. Mad Lion, uh-oh. It looks like they were trying to make that happen there, but they didn't send Elyoya over the wall. Kaiser still might be able to find this. Goes for the headbutt, goes for the pole, gets the first blood over to Mad Lion.
Alrighty, there we go.
If they try to really commit onto the Silas, he'll just be able to throw him right on back. Ferret does have his own ulti now. No longer is it just the Silas who's got those Jarvan ultis ready to go. They jump in after him. Unforgiven goes in. Ferret goes down. Mad Lions go off. Clubs the bottom lane farming up at their own turret. Many more Wildcat players here in the river than anybody from Mad Lions being nearby.
Easy this play-in stage.
Oh boy.
Red buff contest here.
Here comes the Goon Squad, and Jarvan already lost his flag. Ferret will try to get away. Elyoya with a flash follow just chomps him.
Devours that Jarvan. That also gives him control on the top side. Leaves Unforgiven alone in the bot lane, though.
Alrighty, Unforgiven. Let's see the outplay. Immediately goes for the shield. Farfetch just dies. What the hell was that? Wildcats are dropping the ball across the rift, and Mad Lions are dunking them. Mad Lions need 2 plates. If they want to drop this second Herald mid, they should be able to secure the tier 1 turret. The Drake also about to spawn for the second time, but there it is. They're going to summon Herald topside instead. Armin honestly already can just take down the turret without the help, but he should be able to force this one into the tier 2 turret topside now. Holy Phoenix grabbing a tier 1 in the bottom lane while this happens, and Ferret is onto the Drake.
Yeah, Ferret's grabbing the dragon, but you see there's complete control on the top side. Elyoya hovering behind the bot turret to, the top turret to escort that Rift Herald in for a second charge. I think 2 turrets for a Cloud Dragon is a pretty good trade for Mad Lions, and kind of prove like, hey, it was a bit of a weird entrance, but we can absolutely throw down with the best of them.
Exactly. Nobody likes the feeling of everybody thinking, oh, well, why did you even get here? But if you can prove you deserve the spot, well, then all that's just going to get washed away. But right now, we got some problems, my friends. Armit tries to flash time with his tier 1 turret here in the top side. Unforgiven alone versus 4 in the mid lane, so that's another turret going the way of the Wildcats. Feels really good to pick up some of this standing gold and try to close that gap a little bit. If they can get this top lane tier 1 as well, which it looks like Starscream's going to walk away from. I don't know if the minions will be able to finish this in time. Nisqy is making his way up here.
That's not going to die.
He should be able to save it. Just
he goes down. That is, I guess, the bright spot for Mad Lions.
Ooh, Holy Phoenix Luckily, the strut speed gets him away from E2 of Niski. Niski getting jumped on, popping a stasis, keeping himself alive. Holy Phoenix with a flashback over the wall. Mad coming in, making a big team effort, and they just explode Ferret. But they're stuck inside the bullet time. Niski gets out with a flash, but Starscreen's looking to go forward even further. Elyoya with a flashback out over the wall as Starscreen goes in, but he won't.
Oh, they can't get anyone
yet. Armin heals up, but he dies eventually. One for
full ultimate. And here, if they just had a little bit more CC, never mind, we're fighting again.
Yeah, do we have the CC now? Not quite. Ferret gets away.
Tested, it looks like they just want to keep the pressure up on the Baron. Here we go.
X flash over the wall from Farfetch. He'll catch Niski a little bit off guard, but can he get away? Drops the Everfrost back. Remember, he already flashed in the previous fight. Zonia's to buy himself an extra moment, tries to heal up, but Niski's down. Nice play from Farfetch. Nice play from the Wildcat.
Yeah, very well done. The fact that they are getting control around the Baron meant that Niski did not have a clean path to the rest of his team, and it looked like a blind Hex Flash. It did not look like Farfetch knew he was about to hop on top of Niski, but then with enough CC, they set it up. Now, Mad have to stop this Baron.
Mad got to get in there. It's an Azir team. They clear Baron fast. There goes your bullet time. Elyoya's gonna die. Starscream gets him here at the very start. Ferret's at about 100 HP.
Baron reset.
He's got to eat the apple. Junglers are these tankier champions. Sometimes you're willing to just commit the kitchen sink to them for exactly the reason you're talking about. And now, 5K. Niski trying to keep an eye on everybody else. It's already down to 2K. That Baron's gone. Mad Lions picking it up as Kaiser tries to tank everybody, getting caught out on his own. They'll kill him through the ulti.
Very much worth it, though. Kaiser knowing, seeing Ferret, marking Ferret, no flash on him. There's absolutely no way for a Jarvan through an Alistar. Both the headbutt and the pulverize can stop your EQ combo.
Yep.
And so Mad Lions made a very easy decision. Leave Kaiser there as, hold on.
Oh, Armit stepped up. He was trying to enhance the wave so they couldn't kill the minions so easy. They spend a lot of resources going after him, but he barely survives. Wildcats now without those team fighting mechanisms, they gotta back up. Ferret buffers the EQ.
Yeah, that's what the main focus should be for them, so you can see them backing off this turret, giving it up, focusing on protecting their inhibitors.
Baron's getting away. He's fine. But I do like the idea from Mad. Just go for the standing gold. Unforgiven getting hit there with a Leona ulti. Gets himself away with a cleanse. But what else are Mad gonna do? Ferret goes in. Ferret goes out. Ferret stays alive just barely as Unforgiven dashes back over the wall. Ferret's still burning away. They've got Niski here in the stasis. They're trying to grab the kill. Saren takes out Unforgiven. And Kaiser drops next. Wildcats got a 2-for-1 so far as they lose Saren after the fact. Starscreen's still looking, but he can't go after. There's gonna be no.
I respect it. They did not get enough gold onto Saren to finish off the death cap. He was around 500 when we checked. Needed another 600. Yep. Tier 2 was very low off that previous Baron situation. So they can finish this one off. Mad was going to lose that one eventually. Went for the Baron.
Farfetch gets caught out a little bit here. Niski's stolen the Leona ulti. Armit is here on the flank, but he's found himself isolated. This could be a pretty big problem as the Jarvan dunk comes in. Starscreen goes over the wall. There's the burst from Torpedo Renekton. Armit's still trying to get away. Niski kills Farfetch. Armit is drain tanking the Wildcats as Elyoya finds his way to Holy Phoenix. Niski misses the E2, and now the backup has arrived. Holy Phoenix goes for the bullet time, but he won't get a lot. They'll still take Elyoya back. It's a
Farfetch drops here. Oh, never mind. We're on Baron. Forget it.
We're right back to live, my friend.
They got it.
The Wildcats will rush the Baron down, and they will claim the objective. But now what happens in the rest of the fight? Niski's over the wall. He steals away the Renekton ulti, and he's going to try to stand and fight. Starscreen tries to retreat. Ferret goes back over the wall, too. Starscreen may just be the sacrificial lamb. He is. Unforgiven goes in and grabs the kill. Wildcats got Baron, but they lost their top laner. They'll continue the retreat. Armit Wildcats, they're going to see Niski there in that brush on the side. Armit still got his spot here on the pincer. Do they want to go for this? Niski's going in. Armit's going to be controlled for now. Niski's very low, but they found their way onto Holy Phoenix. He buys himself a little bit of time, but they've already killed Farfetch. Starscreen's going to die next. This is a problem for the Wildcats. They're trying to fight back, but the Mad Lions tear them to pieces.
Niski is mad. He went for that insane flank through Saren to find the angle onto Holy Phoenix, and then is able to kite back onto the front line and use them to sustain through. That wins them the fight, gets them the second thing too, with all the space and chaos that is being created from all these melee champions that allows Kai'Sa, if she's not
caught out, it means absolutely nothing.
it's very comical to see characters without... Oh, hold on.
Elyoya just getting jumped on here. Ferret goes in. Ferret goes right back out. Armit's coming in from the flank. Wildcats got to be careful. I don't think that was the play. Unforgiven is godlike as Armit tries to get away. Starscreen wants to go after him. 1-for-1. Saren's now stuck. Tries to go back in, but he won't find it. Niski's still chasing. Holy Phoenix in his sights. A triple kill over to Unforgiven. And the Wildcats fall apart.
Starscreen's still cut off, trying to get the TP out. Might get the interrupt by Elyoya here.
Oh! Oof.
There Elyoya goes, finding the last kill of the fight. 4 down, excuse me, for the side of Wildcats. They're trying to end the game, actually. They're TPing in. That was such a mistake to try and hop onto Elyoya there.
I just don't know what in the world you're doing. Jumping on Trundle like that, there's no way that's going to be the play. The Wildcats go for broke, and the Mad Lions break them. They're in the base. It's Holy Phoenix and Farfetch versus everybody. Phoenix goes for the ulti. It ain't gonna work out too well. Guardian Angel will bring him back to life, but I don't think it'll do a whole lot more. He gets stunned up again. There goes the support. There goes the carry. Istanbul Wildcats fought back valiantly, but the Mad Lions go up 2-0.
It was dicey for a minute there, but the Mad Lions can be Glad Lions, not Sag Lions, after finding a way to close that game out. It was
options left after so many champions spanned away, and Lee Sin did receive a couple buffs. So solo queue not the highest win rate just yet, but Razork nonetheless is going to be busting it out.
Okay, zoom out. When we look at these two compositions, how do they want to win?
Into this one, he's got better itemization though than Tally, and Insect comes through.
So nicely done. Kick, flash, Tally knocked backwards, Demon flares up, Humanoid arrives to the fray. First blood secured by Fnatic. The Rift opening to Worlds. Not only is he having a great day, just reminder here, Fnatic playing with that sub. They're in their 10th World appearance. Highest of any organization, and now they try looking to kill that sub. He's going to be able to get pulled back, chucked back in by Callista, exhausted down, Buster shot to buy some time. Raze stays alive, but his flash and his cleanse heal rather is already broken. First kill on the board, 4 Chiefs, and it's Arthur that picks it up. Humanoid's got a Chaos Storm available. Death Ray out, looking for that shot. There's another kill secured by Fnatic. Chaos Storm ticking.
No kick is available any longer, and you're just there to be left out to dry. And Humanoid now finding himself 1 versus 3, goes down to Tally, and Arthur comes back with a counter response from Chief. Like, get them up to at least 20.
Gulbog, that's not up to you, my friend. It's going to be up to Raze. It's going to be up to Chiefs. It's going to be up to them putting up a fight. Right now, Raze is getting chunked on and rendered down. Well played there.
Shielding coming through. You have your passive to heal you up. It's going to be great. Just wait for it. I don't have to explain myself. Wonder will do the work later. Now, moving on to the neutral objectives.
Available for both Rux and Upsets.
Yeah, there we go. And I just want to say, play doesn't work out. But look at the vision planning.
Oh, that's the re-engage. Flash, dredge line, teleport coming as well. Here comes Wanda, the twisted advance forward. Where's the Nature's Grasp? The trees start rolling. That's a root in place of 1. Aladoric's going away for 2. 1-2 kills for Fnatic as Aladoric sports some time and the death rate takes him down. There's one reply from Tapoon. Take it, take it, take it. Lee Syndrome not followed by Razork despite landing the Q. 3 kills to Fnatic.
Yeah, and they get the turret in bot lane as well. It's going to be the first one at that, despite not having that Rift Herald, but it just goes down to the lane prowess between Brox and Upset. And once again, huge credit to Rox again, coming in as support, playing ERLs, being an 8th place team in the Super League. Humanoid finding Tally in mid.
Oh man, he's gonna find the gravity field stun as well. Demon Flash charged up. Tally is getting the healing back, firing out the Sith's hand. Here comes Razork, Sonic's wave as well as the resonating strike. Pick themselves up the kill.
Fnatic really get a bigger force.
Oh, we're right back in. That's a goodbye, Humanate. Didn't get a chance to breathe.
No, that's perfectly fine. I'm here for it.
If that itemization is secured, and I think for Chiefs, I really want to see their positioning in team fights, because if Maokai, Victor, and Nautilus press R, Chiefs members are going to die. Tally's trying to use that Death's Hand, but Humanoid and Wonder, ground control is going to be so crucial, really for both sides. If Upset is allowed to use that martial poise to hop, skip, and jump around, can run amok on several members of the Chiefs.
Just want to cross-map a potential Drake, but Fnatic sees them up there, so they're not going to move down towards the bot lane. They're going to contest them.
Flash, fight, already the kill onto Arthur.
Sonic Wave
not going to find the Tempest Cripple to do a lot more. That Dragon's Rage was already used just a moment or two earlier.
But Chief is trying to get aggressive. They find the kill, then they get mid lane turret. Humanoid even picks up the enemy Raptors, and then they get the Drake. It's not just finding one thing, it's finding multiple things, then leading to the neutral objective, and that's how
they do have the resonating strike. They do have that smite inside the pit. Baron's down to 5,000, the calls to peel. Dredge line won't catch, but the Nature's Grasp does. Locks down one, everyone else gets hand behind. Tower secure in the bottom lane as that split push is on, but is it at the cost of the fight? Tapoon's trying to run amok, and Upset is chucking out spear after spear. That bloodline is doing so much work as Tally's escaped and Tapoon has been pushed away. Humanoid, the advantage he's built up. Death Ray, Siphon Power, the auto attack secures it. 3 kills for Fnatic at the cost of Wonder's life, and they peel back to the pits.
They're gonna go straight back to the Baron, but Arthur's still around. He does have that smite, he does have that flash as well, and he does have the mobility in the grave.
This is not
still hope for
50-50.
Chiefs, but Fnatic, they have to force him out of the pit.
This is not a 50-50. With the Rend and the Smite, the advantage is for Fnatic, and Arthur has been forced to flash to safety. There are so many stacks on that Baron. All of a sudden, Fnatic jump right back into the pit. Arthur's not going to risk this. Baron secured. The ability to play side lanes has now been mitigated. Whomping Willow is Maokai, and you're just standing underneath it next to it. Because you've got a lovely, like, just gone to primary school look. You're a little tired.
Aggressive with the Baron buff on the top side instead, pushing down on the tier 2 turrets. And right now, not the biggest response are coming through.
Had to play with a substitute. It's a great start for Fnatic. They will secure themselves this second Drake, the Mountain, and
Get it. 3 items on the Swain too. That's probably not gonna be the situation. You're looking at Arthur really to try and finish up that LDR, at least to try and find some extra damage. The sooner you can bait out the Hollowed Mist and just disengage and then start the fight. That's really how you want to play that matchup as Humanoid, and having first strike as well in this instance, where there's not a lot of people who's able to touch you. Look at the amount of damage he's busting out.
I mean, put yourselves in Chief's shoes. They have been fending off a Fnatic offensive for what feels like 8 straight minutes.
They're holding on for now, but the question is, how much further can you hold on? Wunder dives on the turret.
The Nature's Cross comes out, roots up 1 or 2. Wonder's going low, while the Dark jumps forward. Tapoon does too. No needlework available to him as he used out of the bottom lane engage. Humanoid's been exhausted, forced to flash for his life. The engage comes out, and Tally is dead. Add 1 to Fnatic's Tally. A fantastic Fates call. Secured. Upset with the triple, with the quadra. Looking for the pentakill. Not going to find it just yet. Tapoon's golden. Pentakill!
We're in Mexico. Upset gets a pentakill.
What a fantastic finish for Fnatic. Upset picks up the 5th and final kill. Hibbiter starts to be taken down, and the death timers are too high. The minions are too plentiful. And Fnatic will look to go 2-0 on the day with a substitute in emphatic fashion. Fnatic will take down Chiefs.
Taking its time. Give it a moment. And there it is. You can see it on reacts in the top lane. Instead, they've actually decided to lock into Viego. And this is where I don't always fully understand what they're looking for. Because if you already had the counter pick for one of your lanes where you could have just picked the jungler immediately.
And then as he backed away, you know, it's one of those things where could have been amazing. Didn't work out that time around.
Now look at Robo though, because he does not have flash on the Sejuani, and Steel rides around the corner.
Oh, that steadfast presence is huge! So well played.
And this is 6 minutes and 30 seconds into the game. This is a brilliant time to pick up this first one.
I'm starting to get nervous for DFM in terms of their decision-making late game for DFM. Because they're already starting to be pressured and pushed around.
Hold it.
Trouble bubble. And Abby will be conceding the next kill here. Now pick that one up, Robo gets it.
All DFM can look for is a Poppy ultimate and see if they can get the steal.
Oh man, now all of a sudden Steel and Abby, do they get jumped on? The Rift Herald is still alive. It managed to reset, got back up to full now, reset down to 2,500. Hop looking for the engage level 5. Battlestar goes out.
Oh, that's a great ult.
Trouble, bubble, catches onto Unicorn. He cannot do a thing. The Herald is, however, secured on the side of DFM. Now Unicorn's running away for his life. Getting caught by Make It Rain. Has fired at the Moonlight Vigil. Gets caught by the auto. Double up, waiting for the cooldown. Sleepy Trouble Bubbles dashed away from. But the flash forward from Brunch. Gets himself the kill. The re-engage from Steel. Will not be able to find anything. The bandage toss from Shayosh. Forced to flash for his life. Now all of a sudden Tino gets himself 1. Everybody's in the jungle. And Abby has got 1. Looking for more. The Battlestar takes him out. 9 kills.
Favor of Loud, and once again it's the same story as earlier. Bot lane is pushed in, Branch joins the fight, and just speaking about Branch as well, this was a guy that was subbed in mid-split. He's 18 years old. Robo?
Rob's Day. Rob's Day. Rob's Day. Vamos Loud! Hashtag Rob's Day. Leader of the Rune King. Looking into that frozen fist as the paddle star won't find its target. Yaharong stepped forward, he's flashed for that. That's a great seismic shove backwards, locked in place by the steadfast presence, but there's not enough damage just yet. Yaharong is throwing out rock off the rock off the rock, but it's Steel that goes down first. Flash away from the Croc. Fietzard, blows cone.
Down towards that bottom side of the map. Now it's just a race. Who can pick up the first turret? Is it going to be a DFM in the mid lane, or is it Brands in the bot side?
It feels like it's going to be, although Robo's going to try to dissuade the slight amount of CC. Allows Loud to get... How do you stop this down? Weaver's wall can work, and this is great from Udapon. He's pushing the mid lane. Robo's going to caught out. The Umbral Chains won't pull him backwards, and Brunch is stepping forward, looking for a target to pull it. Time down. Croc is going to heartbreak away the Poppy. Going to have that steadfast presence, and Evie gets stunned up, locked up, taken down. Loud get another kill. They will get themselves another dragon.
And DFM, they just want to make that play so bad. But Loud, they're just in a way better position, and huge props to Robo once again, finding Steel. The rest of Loud immediately collapsing.
Oh, so well played here, Loud. They are still only 2,000 gold up, but crucially, in both games, with the fastest first dragon.
Improvise, adapt, overcome. That was the adaptation. They're trying to overcome what they had done earlier in the game, and now TetonatioN might be getting caught.
So good. TetonatioN is going to be able to escape for now. That Sleepy Trouble bubbled it so much, and
here's the rest.
hasn't bought enough time. Loud arrived. The Glacial Prison's flashed away from it. Will lock Steel under the turret. He starts spinning the Poppy Copter and will send Branch away. Third re-engage is fantastic for DetonatioN. Focus me, but Epi gets focused down himself. Robo looks for another stun. Will find the Permafrost and lock down the kill for Croc, who's stolen away the shoves, the pebbles, the rocks. Manages to heartbreak once more. It's a double for TetonatioN. 4 more kills. But on that, I will wait for it to be secured and ask for stats to validate it. So Loud on the day will have the fastest Baron.
Oh, they're waiting for their member.
Will have conceded the fastest dragon and will have secured the...
Immediately, ults forward, finds it, and paddle star for a double kill. Just great stuff from the side of Resilience. And let's have a look now as they're still looking for fight.
Oh, what? Where did Hop go? Literally, where did he go? I didn't see the damage at all. 1.4k damage from Branch and MF. If we do get a replay, that has to go slow-mo because my old man eyes did not see it. Rebel Baron power play activated. 2 minutes left to go.
Surely not.
Inhibitors being focused down. We may be on track for the fastest game of the day as well.
Oh, most definitely. And even if you're not, they're just pushing in the mid lane or bottom inhibitor, and then still TetonatioN's in the mid lane, shoving in a wave as well. They can just keep the rotations going.
10
but they're
seconds
actually going to push them out here just from their own base. Very greedy path to take, but there's no way for DFM to punish them right now.
Dun 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 dun. The engage comes up from Steel. Not going to be able to do a lot more. Evie has just spawned this second. No teleport available. Inhibitor secured in the bottom lane.
Yeah, most definitely. But it also just feels like now they're just waiting for the pressure to come through. They're looking to find a RAF point of attack. They're not really looking to commit to anything too much, I say, as an engage comes through.
Does indeed. The bullet time's flying across Hop. Steel is the next target. Chunked down. Evie forced to run for his life. Robo goes over the wall, but doesn't find the target just yet. Udapon will just about go down as Croc will heartbreak his way forward. Another tower falls. The inhibitor's being focused as well. We are on track for the fastest game of Worlds 2022.
Yeah, 2 members down, 3 members actually with Epi as well. Minion wave coming in here as well, and they can definitely look for it. Ultimate comes through, but Cannon Minion is still there, and Sleep, but no one's enough to actually punish it.
Good book, good book.
What?
Improvise,
What?
adapt, overcome. Earlier today, Loud lost to Beyond, and that was the fastest win of the day. Right now, Loud want to reclaim that.
Oh,
Nexus turret number 1 is being focused. That's the Budlight Ace underneath the Nexus turrets, underneath the Nexus, and the fastest win of play-ins day 1. Loud take down DFM.
Loud strike back, and I really thought that they were just going to try and set up for the Dragon.
Oh, what is going on? The last few seconds. The last
I actually
second
liked it, and
swap
that's my
away.
bad for talking about a hover, but I actually did like the Poppy flex into the support role instead, but having the Alistar into the Leona is by no means...
Ranked up just yet. Yep, Pillar available to him.
Yep.
Fair. Yep. Pillar, double knockup. Headbutt is going to be flashed away from Shogun.
On the tower, he's under the tower.
Stunned on the tower. The tower shot comes out. And Tucky turns it around. Now Shogun continues to free fire. The Cow's running for his life. And Holy Phoenix cannot auto attack. Cannot. He Captain Rain. The Zenith.
He's under the tower now.
The headbutt forward. I love Vietnam. But it's the Wildcats. Oh, I'm going to find out how much action is going to play out here.
Oh, it's going to continue.
As Froggy is now being jumped on in the middle lane. We'll throw out that stretching strike. I'm gonna find the next target.
Look at the support. Look at Farfetch.
Hex Flash, Hex Flash, Hex Flash! Froggy gets knocked up and his passive is popped. Froggy will be channeling Faker from All-Stars 2018. Ask me why, Gulborg.
Why?
But SGB, I think they want to challenge us. BJ, I'm trying to look. He's not yet level 6. Headbutt Pulverize comes forward. That's the stun from the Shield of Daybreak. They engage. Yet another knock-up. Saren hits 6 off the kill. That's an instant reply. 1-for-1. Both supports are down. And they disengage from the Buffaloes.
Yeah, Froggy coming around as well, seeing if he can find anything. And actually, despite his team members having backed off, they still look for it. Holy Phoenix, no flash.
Bullet time, bullet time. One more Rafflecopter, helicopter, make it rain, and the auto 2 secure. Buffaloes pick up their second. A Lissai facepalm. Now, of course, the top lane is under pressure. Buffalo, once again, they are initiating. They didn't like the fact the Wildcats were throwing as many punches, already engaging again.
It doesn't help either that I see IW and I just think I will dominate, so I'm really finding a hard time here. But now, Wildcats haven't started up that Rift Herald, looking to see if they can potentially turn as well on Taki again.
He gets caught, Senate Blade doesn't pull him out, Starscream forces the flash from Shogun, BJ engages, he's got no ultimate, the Rift Herald is still being focused. What are you doing? There's nothing gone down yet. Rift Herald does get killed off, is now Ferret's running away for his life. Snip, snip, snip.
No one's been able to pick it up.
As well. Nobody's picked up the eye just yet. Xenonblade as well as the solar flare goes down. It was Taki that was caught to begin this. And now all of a sudden he's trying to rejoin the fight, but the rest of the Wildcats are destroying the Saigon Buffalo. What is this team fight? Everybody involved, but the Wildcats win it. For now, the waves have been caught. We need to take stock of the lanes really quick. In the top lane,
you only had the
down
time.
30. Solar Flare, as well as the onslaught of shadows, the headbutt under the tower, devastating charge to safety. Not going to be enough, and the Wildcats pick up yet another. The burn will not take Holy Phoenix down. And it's the Wildcats to pick up yet another kill in, like, mobility shenanigans everywhere.
Man, Farfetch is just getting freebies all the time. Froggy's around, though, this time around, and he will pick up the kill on Ferret. Shogun takes back that red buff. Well, opponent Strongler being spotted on the top side. This should just be a Drake being secured up for Wildcat. It's not going to be a stack, but it's them picking up their first dragon.
Do you prefer one to the other?
You hold up, you're not going to get the chance. BJ might look for a flank here as he's coming in.
He's going to step forward. You're going to use that devastating charge directly into the ways of Froggy, who gets caught up by the pulverized stretching strike. Comes out, and Shogun stepping forward. Bullet time's available to him. Firing across. Farfetch survives. Because that's what's happened every single time. Number 1 dragon goes to the Wildcats. And Ferret steps forward. Hazmed got Ghost available to him. The Revice can be a potential threat. Saren continues to hammer away. Hallowed Mist is down. Snip, 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 as well as Needlework has already been fired out, and Saren survives for now, looking for Kingslayer, looking for the slash, the dash, the chains, find a kill. 10
in time, but they're actually going to leave it be, move into the mid lane, and potentially try and see if they can take care of this turret.
Starscream, look at Starscream. He's got that prison available to him. Saren is stolen away. The onslaught of shadows, that finds the chain onto Taki. Solar Flare locks him up. He can't even fire the hijacked ult.
Yeah, and you can even just see it on the bot side as well. If they're not taking this fight, Hazmed has taken away turret plating. He kicks up the turret. Now he comes in with the TP flank.
Teleport, teleport, teleport. Hazmed steps forward, using that snip, snip, snip onto Starscream. He's got no ultimate available to him. Farfetch just got a leak in the boat and taken down by Hazmed, and all of a sudden, the amount of total kills throughout the course of Plains Day 1 was set by Mad Lions and Isurus at 34. Mad Lions picked up 22 kills, Isurus 12, so 34 was the most kills in the game. We're already at 90.
We will beat it. We will beat it. That is the goal of this game as well. Now, Rift Herald as well, topside has been expanded. They're looking to see if they can get a second turret, but members are not really in a position to capitalize on it, though if he's not careful.
He's going to get caught out here by BJ. Buffalo are fully aware of it. Will he go the way of the dodo? Onslaught of Shadows committed. Solar Flare committed. Farfetch has thrown down the Unbreakable Will and still alive. Still alive. Flashes still alive, but not much longer. The bullet time will take him down and Starscream will follow. Buffalo managed to catch the Wildcats, who did not sacrifice their support, and they will suffer the consequences. 3 dead already. Elastic Slingshot and the stretching strike will not find its target. 3 quick kills. The Buffalo will look to secure both the Dragon and potentially the Baron.
That is just going to be the Baron. Ferret does not have that flash, and he does not have the
stepping forward.
Yeah.
That's my head.
No, but that's true. That's not just your head. I mean, your head is saying the right thing, and now Mountain Drakes, if they get 4 of them, they get 36% extra armor and magic resist.
Now, I will say that when we look at that play, and I think when we evaluate sort of the team fights, right, through late game fights, late game calls, their comp goes late often, or their team goes late often. They're now in a very difficult position. The Red Bull Baron power play is already at 1600. They're down 5k gold. They're losing an inhibitor turret. They're not in their base to defend. Look at the minimap. There's no one here to defend. Buffalo will not be able to pick up the kill just yet, but the bull time does so much damage. 1-for-1 traded, and Husband can continue to step forward, looking for the snip, snip, snip. Froggy will flash away from the chains, gets popped into his passive, and Shogun can come to save. Starscream escapes with his life. It's a 1-for-2. The brace is broken open. The inhibitor will fall as well, and like, the Wildcats were just not there.
Yeah, and since the recalls are coming through, you might, because we slower to get up there now. Seren and Starscream is around.
Holy Phoenix has got that killer instinct, can look to engage with it in just a moment. Some Plasma is applied, stun will lock down Froggy. Remember, he's got no passive from the previous fight. Look at the minimap though, look at the minimap. 4 members of Buffalo pushing the bottom and the middle lane. Hazman's gonna guide the super minions forward. And the 6th and final creation, 6th tower will fall. There's one final outer turret in that top lane. 141. And with the bonuses now jump 153, 84 base, plus the nice 69 bonus. Lane tower once again. Wildcats late to this play, not in time to respond, and you have to feel like right now Buffalo looking to pick up this win. Can they initiate the fights?
Yeah, that's going to be the big question here, because Taki has actually fun. Farfetch again, he's popped up the ultimate and team fight breaks out.
Shogun's going to be able to flash away, gets out to safety. Solar Flare's going to slow down the Wildcats engage, and Farfetch is once again caught up. This time, BJ's running interference. The cow goes down. The needles are fired out from Hazmir, hop over the wall. Starscream caught up inside the Baron pit. Saren's going to look for the chains, holding on to it. Got that flash available to him. Make it rain, continues to drop. Bullet time is available as well. Buffalo have got themselves 2 kills already. Seren has hijacked the bullet time. Starts firing it across, but Froggy will not go down. Bean J continues to stick onto Baron. He's down below 500 hit points. 2,500 in the pit. 1,000 in the pit. Baron secured by the Buffalo. We will be able to
them getting engaged on so many times and not them finding the right engages where they can really set up the team fight how they like it. Now, stacked wave in the bottom side that allows the rest of Saigon Buffalo to push into that bot lane. They don't even need the minions. They can just flank Wildcats right now if they want to.
What is the call here? Wildcats not really making a decision, getting caught down in no man's land. The inhibitors dropped, and Baron empowered cannon minions are now hammering away on the Nexus turrets. Solar Flare's been hijacked from Seren. That's AP scaling. Doesn't do too much to Taki's Leon, and the Mountain Drake's at work. The next one's spawning in 5 seconds. The return Solar Flare from Taki's great. The bullet time won't be able to find a kill. And Ferret's running for his life. The engage comes out now from that Froggy Elastic Slingshot. Onslaught Shadows goes forward. BJ forced to go golden and stays alive as the Baron part of minions are now taking down the middle inhibitor. 1 kill in replay. It's BJ down. Seren's trying to pop at least the GA for Shogun. And all of a sudden the rest of Wildcats back out. It's a 1-for-1. And as it stands, now Buffalo looking to finish this off. They want to pick up the win. Can they close it out? Stretching strike, manages to pull Starscream towards a million. Holy Phoenix with a double up, gets chunked down low. Nexus turret number 1 falls, and it's Shogun that picks up yet another kill. Auto after auto is destroying the Wildcats. Shogun is melting through Istanbul. The Saigon Buffalo take down the Nexus for the win.
There's not clean. It was event. And a buy in the 2v2.
The one thing I'm really afraid of for RNG is, like, you look at DRX's comp and, like, they have ranged DPS. It's going to scale throughout the game. You have so many tanky champions where KazaLoLLCShighlights, they're going to be looking to...
The Sultan battery is available to him. Whether he decides to use it, cease and desist rather. Holds on to the trigger. Eyeball chains come out. Ball breaker, slam down, cease, desist.
RNG with resets and bot lane being pushed in by Diff at the moment.
And when we're saying for RNG, right, it's scrappier, it's skirmishier, you typically want to get those done. And he plays weak side, he's all right. And he's been faring well for himself, mechanically outplaying Breathe on a few occasions.
Oh man, the empowered strike. Counter-strike's gonna come out. Can't find the stun. Gets away at least from some of those autos.
Yep.
Finds the stun! And it's
feeling
like from DRX, the investment in Vision and set up the player that was ultimately really safely secured. Tower First Blood now picked up. Kingen gets caught up by that cease and desist. Infernal Chains by some time. Wave's taking a lot of damage, but Breathe closes it out. 2-0-1 on a Jax. versus first tower and an instant tower apply. This is where you start to get nervous for DRX.
Yeah, I feel like both teams kind of got something that really heavily benefits them, because for RNG now, you have the...
I think the big one for RNG, though, is the fact you have a reliable cow to stand behind. So he's tanked us up. That's going to be great. Sekka.
Oh, chains caught inside the Twilight Shroud. And all of a sudden, RNG starting to back away. Breathe has found a flank opportunity. Onto Deft. Gets the leap in power. Did not use the counter-strike. Holding on to it. Infernal Chains pulls backwards. And that's Breathe down. Deft picks up the first of the fight. He continues to fire away, uncontested, unchallenged. Rocket jumps forward. Gets the reset. Waits for the jump. The boop. The bop. Who's going to be able to get away to safety. And Pioshik, the Bramble smash was beautiful. The tree does it. And RNG are getting dunked. 4 members down, 1 remaining. And Shahu's running for his life, limping. No flash available. Gets at least 1 back for the Bud Light Ace.
And Deft is showing us why he makes an appearance on the international stage so often. 3-0-2 on the Tristana already. He's massive.
And it's such a pivotal way to do it as well. It's the 3rd Drake that you fight RNG on. If they get that under fight, that's pretty much the game over, because you managed to stabilize.
Going to brushes, come off weird angles. Pioshik just says no.
Oh no. This could be scary. This could be scary. 1, 2, 3 versus 4. 3 versus 4. Crashdown comes out. Magnet as well. DRX is on a rampage. Looking for the 5th, and he finds it. The dragon. It starts with the tree. And they get 2 for free, and that makes Lyric happy!
You know what? I gotta apologize to people like Atlas out there. Chronicler, I've been ribbing them quite a bit, but for DRX, I mean, when we've been talking about RNG wanting to make these plays towards sides, wanting to look for these picks, like, if we know that, you know who else knows that?
It's a 4-man unit, because even if in the 4 versus 4, it's still DRX that's going to be winning out on this.
5 to 10 minutes ago, Breathe was 2-0-1. He just taken. DRX managed to slow things down. Common pick up 2 Hextech Drakes back-to-back. And I have to ask, is the next tower's about to fall. I mean, Lyric, expectations from regional play versus what we're seeing now. Can we draw some inferences? Now with 13, you need Breathe there. There is no threat for Baron because of this composition they put together. DRX get the Dragon, they're on Salt.
Started up, so let's get serious again. Way no flash. He does have that Q, of course, on the Vine. Let's see what they actually look to achieve with this play.
Starting to charge up that Vault Breaker, holding on to it. 3,000 hit points on Baron, and Fatal Chains come back. 2,500, 2,000. Vault Breaker inside. Smite! Stolen it! Show! How?
This guy has always been...
Or if we look at vision, if we look at positioning, RNG currently pushing, they want to contest this.
I feel like RNG are going to need to look for a moment to force, like honestly,
because the minion wave is something that you're going to be have to paying attention to now. Drake down to half HP.
Gala's got himself that GA available. Slap, 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 whip, whip, whip. Nature's Wrath comes out. Way, stepping onto the dragon, picks it up. 3 dragons a piece, but at what cost? Gala's going low. The Apotheosis has already been used. The knockback is gigantic. It's Pioshik that goes down. Breathe gets 1 back. Deft has got himself a double already. Now trying to fight out. Breathe, the counter-strike keeps him alive. Infernal Chains don't pull him out. 3 for 3. Deft goes golden with a stopwatch. Breathe looking to stun. He finds it. He gets the shutdown onto Deft. It's Breathe Jax in the team fight. They're trying to close it out. Landing for another. Zekka's running for his life. 2v1. It was the Jax, but it wasn't in the side lane. It was in the fight.
I honestly cannot believe that RNG were able to bring that back. Way, you still gotta be careful.
The blast cone! But here comes Breathe. Can he can it? Another one. 4 versus 4 in terms of
Sekka,
death.
don't do
now
it.
Breathe gets taken down by Zekka.
Zekka so well, found numerous times he 4-stepped away until he was finally able to get the lockdown. Was huge. The problem is,
It's looking right now, no, you don't even want to kind of risk that one member is going to be going down, because then that will just be the game. So DRX
maybe hoping Breathe was a bit closer. Didn't work out. The ace ends up landing. And can Lightning...
who's just going to take these turrets so incredibly fast. So DRX is going to increase their gold lead. We're going to see members like King and Pioshik able to pick up more items on their next back. Then we're going to come into the final dragon fight where DRX should have a sizable item lead.
Yeah, and 2 lanes now being pushed in. Yes, it's nice getting the objective here, but it's even more so just keeping RNG in their own base, so they have no vision to play around with when that Drake finally comes up and gets active. It's even just like, you can continue here, get good reset timers. You can even look for a fight if Min gets pulled in. He doesn't. But it continues with the siege.
3,000 gold advantage thanks to the Red Bull Baron power play. A minute left on the siege. Bottom inhibitor is exposed. Middle is being secured. The little sapling is slowing down Gala, who may as well have played Evelynn. Nearly invisible this game. It has been about the deft Pioshik show, really. Flanked and supported by everyone on DRX. Please don't get me wrong. But the way that those team fights and the vision have been played out, RNG have been unable to really maintain any foothold in this game. Timeout for both. Wei. Correction for Deft. Wei has his up. This is for the soul. Dragon is being chunked down. Kingett's coming in from behind. The engage is started.
Oh, no.
Barrel's gone. Barrel's gone. Show just deleted him. The Infernal Chains comes out and Zek is going to run for his life. Death is staying alive at 12 hit points. The Dragon is now resetting inside the pit and Wei's going to run away. Assault is not going to be able to use that dash over the wall. Now all of a sudden 5 members of RNG turning the focus onto the Dragon. It's stolen. Pioshik gets the soul. Death gets the kill. Followed up by another for Pioshik. Breathe is still standing with the flash available. He's going to run for his life. Going to run for days. Get back to base. And DRX may want to look for the win.
We see Pioshik come back into the roster. Worlds gets the steal that matters and enables Deft to keep popping off.
You asked why, he answered. I can't believe you actually managed to steal that as a Maokai of all of the things. Now Breathe doing his best to hold it up, but he's still fighting 5 members off the side of DRX.
Nothing that they can do. DRX and Deft dominate.